You still hear me, by the way?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Everything's going good.
Okay. So this is Grobbulus. A much different fight from Patchwork in that on this fight, everybody really needs to know what to do. There's gonna be poison clouds on the floor that everybody needs to know what to do with those poison clouds, but we'll get to it. So the first thing that the boss is being picked up, and on this fight they are deciding it to bring it around the room in a clockwise direction, but you could also bring it and kite it in a counterclockwise rotation around the room. That doesn't really matter. That's up to the officers to decide. Whatever, doesn't really make a difference. But in any case, they're grabbing the boss, and behind the boss there's going to be poison clouds spawning. That means that the tank will need to move the boss. The poison cloud will increase in size over time. So basically the boss has to be moved slowly throughout the whole fight, and people need to watch the poison clouds and not stand in them. They don't do as much damage as the poison cloud at Lord Kree, but they probably do as much damage as the poison clouds on visitors, which means you don't die instantly, but you don't want to stand in them because you will take significant damage. So the boss is being moved and the poison clouds are happening behind the boss. But we also see that some players are getting injected. When you're being injected, you're going to get a debuff for that last 10 seconds. When that 10 seconds is up, you're going to put a poison cloud on the ground where you're standing. That means that during those 10 seconds, you need to find a place there where you can place that poison cloud. And any place is good except for the direction that the tank is moving the boss. The poison clouds stay on the ground for about a minute, and they grow in size over time. So you really want to try to use the space where the boss has just been kited. So for example, this area over here is a very good spot. If the melee, for example, get injected, you would move over here because you know that the boss is going to be moved in this direction. So poison clouds over here is very good. You can see this fallout slime. That's another ability. The boss will do a frontal cone ability, which should only hit the tank, because he's the only one who should be in front of the boss. However, if the melee are trying to dodge the poison clouds, and because they spawn onto the boss, they might try to get in front of the boss at some point. If they do get hit by this, then they also spawn a fallout slime. Every player who gets hit by the frontal cone ability will spawn one fallout slime, which means if shit hits the fan, we could have 15 fallout slimes, but ideally we should only see one slime every time the boss uses his slime spray ability. So you could have the melee kill it, or you could have the ranged kill it, doesn't matter, it's fine. It gets killed pretty quickly, and then we're back to the boss. So what to keep in mind here is always keep an eye out for, do you have the injection, right? The add-on will tell who is being injected. So your name might be called out, probably will. So when your name is called, you should know what that means. You should know that you need to run to a good place to put a poison cloud, which could be, like, let's say you're the skull here. That actually means you do have the injection. So, okay, we couldn't really see where he's running to, but so if you're the skull here, a good place could be at the corner here, like at the edge. If you're able to place the poison clouds so that they overlap, that's pretty good. That's like the best use of the room that you could do. Another important thing is that whenever you get the disease, I said it lasted 10 seconds. For priests and shamans, it's very important that you don't immediately look at your decursive and start removing those diseases straight away. Because if you remove the effect, you put a poison cloud on the ground where that player is standing. So if that player has not had time to get out of the raid, then when you remove the effect, you basically just put the cloud in the middle of the raid. So again, that's important for everybody to know what the mechanics in play are here. Priests and shamans should disregard their decursive, should not be removing the disease unless you're assigned to do it. Or unless you've been told this is you who got responsibility to get rid of that effect. Or just let someone who's comfortable on the fight take care of that role, because you can really screw it up if you just remove the effect like immediately, or use a disease cleansing totem, something like that. Don't do that. Nature protection potion is obviously very good on this fight. Any question about this fight?